What a crazy week we had, man. Been awesome, man. It's always good to see you guys, man. Been
Likewise.
awesome.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Jordan and my homie Ron. Let me start with the semantics. This is Prince Hakeem.
And this is your man Ronnie Ron in the house.
This your boy New Jordan Era. Let's go. Let's get it.
No, but it's just been an amazing week, man. It's been a lot going on, a lot of topics, a lot of stuff to discuss. But this one, I think, this one actually was pointing out, shout out to Raw Law, because Raw Law actually sent me this information, and I had to dig, and I sent you guys this information about Cam Newton going off on certain type of women and how certain women should keep their mouth shut. You know, I want you guys' thoughts on this, because this is going to actually be a deep topic. You know, a lot of women might get emotionally involved. A lot of men might agree or disagree on certain opinions that we may come to Cam Newton and his quote-unquote statement. You know? So let's go in. Let's weigh in it. Let's go in, guys. Let's do it.
Hey, who want to touch on it? I'm going to let y'all go.
I like to go. I go. So apparently, like I said, Cam Newton, a couple days ago, an episode of $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, and he was talking about a specific topic about women, about the how he was raised in a 3-parent household, his mother, his father, his grandmother, and he knew what a woman was, a woman was, because he was raised to see how his mom and his grandmother, and not a bad bitch. And most some women had a problem with that, but what they really had a problem with it of if you gotta know how to cook, and the statement that really kind of hit on that kind of surprise that they don't know when to be quiet. And that's what was ringing, from that made some headlines, and some women that didn't like that or anything. So first of all, it's his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion.
Yep.
He's, Cam Newton, he's an athlete, he's a millionaire,
Yep.
Even though he's not playing. He has cigar lounge in Atlanta, so Cam Newton is already mad. And what Cam Newton was talking about, in his opinion, like I said, what he would like in this, for his future girlfriend or future and everything. And and when he said those things, it kind of turns heads. Like I said, I think it's really that hit that don't know when to be quiet. My thought about it is, like I said, this is an opinion. For me, it's like, this is what he's looking for. If women that got offended, that, if you got offended about it, like to say some women, or some men got offended about it too. Like we say, like it's called, some beta males, some seps.
Basically.
Don't women don't be quiet. And, I understand what he was trying to say, don't know how to be quiet. And to me, what Kim was talking about is certain situations, for women, like I said, somebody might say something to a woman and they might get emotional. And then at first they don't think logical to say, wait a minute, maybe I don't need to say it right now. Instead, they keep blurring about how to, go on with the thing. And that's what he's basically talking about. He's talking about, women need to know how to be quiet at all times and everything. There's certain, it's like going to work. It's like I said, when your boss will tell you to do something, you're not going to talk back to your boss, you're going to do the work.
Facts.
So my thing is like, okay, if that's the case, if you with your boyfriend, your husband, there are certain situations that when, okay, sometimes you can talk, and sometimes you're like, okay, maybe this is not my place to talk, maybe I'm gonna wait or talk later about it. And that's what I got from it, about women who took, who thought he said something wrong, and to me, it's the entitlement. It's like I said, it's like women should never need to be quiet. That's what he's not trying to say. As I said, there's certain time, you have to be quiet. This, simple as that. And to me, it's like I said, I understand he was saying, and like I said, we all having our opinions about it, and that's how I feel about it.
I agree with you 100%, 100%. And my stance is on this. First, we're going to touch the elephant in the room before I get into my full commentary. Now, we all know he was specifically talking about a specific group of women, bad bees. Yeah. Which a lot of y'all Instagram models, 304s, whoever considered them a bad bee, he was really talking to y'all. And inherently, he was not lying. Women are very opinionated by nature. There's platforms, tons of out here where women can be opinionated. The Real, The View, you know what I mean? There's no panel of men to be talking. So that statement didn't apply to all good women. Let's be clear about that. Because there's good women who are submissive, who are nurturing, who have discernment about them, who knows how to follow their man, who are good mothers, good wives, good sisters. Those does not apply to you. So the women who are answering to this and it doesn't apply to you, you just need to move alongside. Now, mind you, I didn't have a problem with the message, but I had a problem with who was delivering the message. Are you following me?
You got you. Keep going.
Okay. Now, we're talking about a man who is an entertainer, who is a sports athlete. Malcolm X says, when are you going to learn to stop listening to these people? He's been telling her this since the 60s. These guys when they come and speak, I really don't even pay attention. Not only that, this was a man who grew up in a 2-parent household. That's why I said I understand where he was coming from, but him being an athlete default him from anything. I've never seen him comment about the black movement or trying to bring black men and black sisters together. Am I wrong?
You're not. Keep going.
Okay, to the point where this. Here's where the hypocritical thing comes in the fact of this. Mm-hmm. Didn't he have a baby with an Instagram girl?
You're on it.
He had a couple kids, and wasn't she complaining of him not marrying her? And he grew up in a 2-parent household where his daddy was married. A lot of us we'll get so hung up by these people who are in a public eye when these guys are just regular like us. He ain't nobody. He's just a nigga with a couple million. You take that away from him, he'll be somebody with dirty dreads. And it's a lot of people in Miami with dirty dreads. He's not the person I would take any advice from. He's not the person I would look at as any father figure. Not saying he doesn't take care of his kids. He could be a wonderful father, but a man who has kids and doesn't marry his woman, I'm not saying it. In the eyes of the Bible, you're not really serious like that, fam.
And to me, he's to me, sounds like he living in Nick Cannon, like to me, Michael.
Oh, very much he live, because listen, a lot of these guys who get money, they feel like they're above the law. They're above the morale. They're above God in a sense. These guys can speak when nobody won't question it. What, this will go away. And you know what I mean? A lot of people listen because he has a couple million. There's people qualified to speak on this stuff. You know who I would love to speak on this? A person like Devon Franklin. We did a piece on him. Mm-hmm. He has the right to speak on that. He grew up in a church. He wasn't out here sexually irresponsible. That man and married his woman, even though his woman did not want to be a wife. That's not his fault. You feel me?
Yep.
That's the type of brother, if he was to speak, I might be turning around and be like, hey, let me listen to him. Not no Cam Newton, who with this laissez-faire attitude, sometimes when these dudes start growing dreads, they start feeling like they're deep in thought.
Hey, what you mean? I got dreads in my hair. Be careful
No,
with that.
listen.
Brian,
Listen,
your dreads are clean, and it's
your
always
dreads are clean.
always be clean.
But listen, there's a difference with you. You grew up in Miami. That's a difference.
Yeah.
You grew up in Miami. So that already vindicated you on why you got dreads. It's a cultural thing for you. It's a cultural thing for you, baby.
Hey, by the way, Hakeem, he has 7 kids.
He has 7 kids?
7.
Lord, and he's not married to not one of them.
Nope.
Okay, thank you. Why y'all listening to an idiot like that? Why you even getting mad about an idiot like that? Even though what he said was true, but it came out the wrong mouth.
See, the thing with him, Cam Newton, you know, a lot of people might disagree on his comment, but I'm not gonna lie, Hakeem and Jordan, I actually agree with him. On a lot of points when he was talking about bad bitches can't cook, facts. When he talking about bad bitches need to be quiet, facts. When he talking about bad bitches shouldn't be saying certain things, facts. Especially when it comes to the NFL, when they actually don't know what they're actually talking about. And the number one issue, that's what Cameron Samuel came all about. Cameron Samuel was trying to show the type of women are talking way too much, and they should be keeping their mouth shut.
I did not disagree with him. I didn't disagree. I thought he was dead on what he said. It's a lot of things he said that men are grieving, but it just came out the wrong mouth.
So that's the only thing you agree with on because it came out of the wrong mouth.
100%. This is a man with 7 kids from different women, and he's been sexually irresponsible. That nigga got no place to be talking about no
but
morale.
I think, but he's trying to show you an opinion because remember at the same time, let's be real. Most of us, except Jordan, because you know Jordan did marry a beautiful woman. But most of us do desire a beautiful woman. So if you do get a desire a beautiful woman and you tell her, hey, this is what I'm coming with in the table. He's an NFL star, MVP, one used to be a high paid quarterback for the Panthers. And you telling these women, hey, this is what I'm bringing to the table. And you expecting her, some men like me and you too, we don't really ask a woman what you bring to the table because on we already have the expectation. They're already going to bring that to the table. Basically. But later you have kids by them. You realize, wait a minute, this woman, she's a bad bitch. However, she can't cook, she can't clean, she don't know how to keep her mouth shut.
She does. She doesn't. But here's the thing. Touching on this situation again. And just to be clear, for the ladies who watching on Facebook, shout outs to y'all. Chris, Crystal, love y'all. This doesn't apply to women like y'all.
Correct.
Y'all not bad bees. Let's get that straight. You're not bad bees. We're talking about the ones who consider themselves bad bees, who's tricking on a scamming ass nigga.
The woman, no, but you gotta break it down. The woman he's referring to is the Cardi B when she made that lyric like I don't cook or clean, but I got a ring on my finger. That's the woman he's referring to.
No, 100%. So now we're in this situation when we're talking about but let's just be clear about this. A lot of modern women got offended because women are in. And let's be honest about it. Y'all ladies sometimes, y'all got a power trip sometimes. You know what I mean? Y'all got a power trip. And sometimes I know maybe the previous years of life, you probably felt oppressed. Really, it was not oppression. You just didn't like how your mama was living her life, but you can't walk in your mama's shoes. I'm just saying like that. Just like Cam Newton can't walk in his daddy's shoes because his daddy raised him. The reason why Cam Newton is a football player is because of his father. And his father was married and he didn't have kids out of wedlock. So when Cam Newton telling somebody needs to be quiet, he was not lying, but it came out the wrong mouth. Here's the thing, modern women, you should not get mad if it doesn't apply to you. Sometimes we need to figure out how we're going to work out the situation between us as black men and black women to come together. The bickering and fighting doesn't. This just shows the dysfunction that we have amongst the community.
Not only that, but Hakeem, we can't even having a conversation because he was on $1 million podcast. He was just having a conversation between man. And not only that, but people don't realize if you watch the whole video, in the beginning, he even said, man need to step up their game. They need to walk a certain way. They need to talk a certain way. Those are things they not point out, but they point out of the fact of he saying a woman can't cook, a woman need to be quiet. That's the one they highlight the most. And that's the one I don't like because that's what they try to make men like seem like we can't even have a normal conversation. Say, hey, look, women today are not cooking. What can we do to make sure that they're able to cook for us? And he's saying like, hey, man, you need to step your game up.
No, it's fact the mundo.
It's fact. And they take it as shame. And they take it as we're shaming y'all. No,
basically, hey, Crystal in the comments says, "I'm a Jehovah Witness. Men are the head of the household, and I respect you, man. And listen, you are a queen. This is what we talking about. So you know that doesn't apply to you. You feel me?
Right.
That doesn't apply to you, but it does. What he was saying does apply to certain women who do not want to be wives or who want to be. Listen, I'm about to say something. Trigger warning. This applies to women who want to be the husband in a relationship. Lord Jesus.
Facts.
Lord Jesus.
Facts.
They want to be the head of the household.
Yeah.
They want to be the head of the household. They want to be the man. So when we start talking about that, we say, why don't you start opening doors? Why don't you start pumping gas? Your position, if you want to be the head of the household, is out of order. You can't expect, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna add this, Hakeem. If you want to be head of the household, you propose to your man to be married. You propose, not the man. You do that.
Facts.
But these women, they got it all twisted. They got it in their head because they always in their head. So they feel like, oh, they go by feelings. So they feel like I should be the one in control. I should be the one dominant. I should be the one running the relationship. So Cam Newton say, hey, if you want to be the one to run, Cam Newton, go right ahead. But you're not gonna last.
Listen, now you're right. Now here's the thing. We do want to be honest about this. Women do control certain aspects of the relationship. You feel me? And let's not trickle about that. Her contribution sometimes outweighs our contribution. We're not discounting what she does. You feel me? I just want to point that out for a woman who don't think her place is insignificant in our lives. Baby, you are the rock to certain things that keep us going, our motivation, our inspiration. But here's the thing. There's a few bad apples who doesn't understand the biblical order of things. I gotta go there. Listen, the woman
or nature, or just nature.
Yeah, and just the nature. You know what I'm saying? Listen, these are the women. Listen, these women support the kids. They raise the kids. We don't listen. I'm gonna be real with you, and a lot of people ain't gonna like this. Men don't raise kids. We only pay bills half the time. The women are with the kids 90% of the time.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So we are examples of that. So that alone is a big contribution. We're not discounting that. But here's the thing. There's a separate group of y'all women who believe in that, and there's a separate group of y'all women who say they're the bad bees. These are the ones that are giving a lot of the other girls on the other side a problem, which are making men now feel like marriage is not even worth it anymore. We constantly get these conversations that women are deviating from the path of being one with their man. Am I wrong?
No, but I'm not gonna lie. Half of it, I do blame the man because we do a poor job picking the correct woman.
No.
Overlook the woman working at Walmart or the woman working at Target to go to the woman on Instagram. The woman on Instagram ain't for guys like us. The woman on Instagram, to me, I consider those like the hardest. Those are when you just smash and keep it moving. But the girl that's on the comment section, Hakeem, the one you just named, Crystal, is a woman that you want to marry. is
Facts.
the woman that you want to raise your kid.
Facts.
You don't know how to pick women correctly. That's our
We
problem.
don't. No. And I'm agree with you 100% that. And even in the comments, she's stating what she says. She states something that I think we need to go ahead, Jordan. I'll comment after you.
I want to add what Ronnie said, because a woman that you see at Target or Walmart, you know, to me they're a little bit more stable because they're working. They're stable. Yeah. And all they want is a man that's stable of what she's doing. Simple as that.
Facts. I do want to point something out that she said in the comments that was very important. Mm-hmm. And you want to know something? It even reflects on a lot of us. You know, there's a lot of relationships out here that have no involvement in religion at all.
Yep.
So we're talking about people who are together. There's no aspect of religion in their life, so there's no order in things, right?
Right.
If you don't believe in anything, you're not gonna fall by no guidelines.
Yeah, but you know, Hakeem, you already know it's the man's job to bring in the culture to the woman.
That
the
is
man's
true.
Not culturally braced. The woman's out of line. I always say the woman is looking towards the man for the righteousness. But if the man is not right standing, how can a woman follow a man that's not right standing with himself?
That is 100% true. But the thing about that is, a woman have to be in a situation where do y'all align at as far as ideology is concerned? Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
Where do y'all align at if there's no religion involved? I've seen some of the best religions have their religion that keep the family intact, where a man's moral values is strengthened and he understands he has to protect and provide, and a woman understands that she's not bigger than her man or she's not bigger than the family. When are we going to start converting bad bees back to women? When a lot of the bad bees are going to start accepting Jesus in their life, or accepting God to understand their true purpose is to be a mom, is to be a nurturer, is to be this. I'm not saying that y'all don't have other dreams and aspirations. I don't want nobody to jump down my throat. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want nobody jump.
And not only that, but Cam Newton also makes a good point too. In the interview, he also stated that women today don't know how to cater to their man's needs. They don't know how to cater to the man's needs. Now, a lot of women get confused and say the only thing men want is sex, and that's not necessarily true. I think you said it earlier. That's not always what men want. Men want a woman that can motivate us. Men want a woman that gonna tell us, hey, when we trying to figure out a business deal, she could come and give us some form of insight. Men want a woman that can know how to do stocks and trade. Men want a woman that can say, hey, you know, I give you $100, you can flip it, make it $2,000. That's the type of stuff men are looking for within a woman. But a woman don't even have those type of values anymore.
100%, you're right. Now, here's the thing.
Hold on, Jordan got a point, Hakeem. Go
ahead. Go ahead. And I want to, after you say your point, I'm going to ask you a question.
I want to add this too. Got you. Back to, I want to say this, the catering to a man. Remember Destiny's Child catered to you? Yeah. If that would have came out today, they would try to ban it. They would try to ban that song.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
They would have tried to ban that song.
That's a fact.
And that song came out, 15, 16 years ago? They were trying to ban that song. Like, what the hell? We're not doing this. We're independent. We don't do that. We're 2022. It's like, really?
Let me tell you something. Crystal just said that she feels happy when her man happy and make the happy life, happy wife and children. It's a fact. Now, I want to say facts. Now, I want to say something that Jordan said not too long ago. I think we was having a conversation, Jordan, where you talking about you strive to want to be in a position to be in a position, in a financial position where your wife could relax, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, you said that on air one time. The reason why you want to do that, because she's exhibited and she is your teammate, right?
Exactly.
She supports you. She does this. Now, mind you, me, Jordan, I feel the same way you feel. we have a good woman in our life, she inspires you to go out there and work hard because you know she has your back. I don't want my woman to work. A lot of people might say it's a simplest move, but when you grow up in a house where you see men do real things, or if you didn't grow up in a house where you didn't have a man, you wanted to overtly change the position of your future, right?
Yeah.
But Hakeem, this is another thing too. Mind you, if a woman wants to work, my idea is, because I heard a guy say this one time, which I think is very much true. If a woman desires to work, okay, the money she gets, she's supposed to give it to you, and you're supposed to get that. You're supposed to get that money and invest that money to make the household even 10 times stronger.
No, facts. I do believe in that. I believe in that.
I believe in that. If a woman wants to work, she should be able to give the money to her man, and the man should be able to flip it and bring it right back into the household 10 times.
Definitely. That's if he's man enough to run a household like that. We got
correct.
And listen, I'm gonna go back what you said. It's a lot of dudes out here who cannot run no household. Correct. There's a lot of dudes out here who cannot run no household. They can't balance no checkbook. They don't know they don't know what incoming bills and outgoing bills is. So let alone women are scared to be led by men in a general fashion. But there's a point that I want to get. A man's desire, if he doesn't understand, when you get into when you put a man into a position, he's going to exhibit those attributes of leading, protecting, and providing. That's something innately in his nature. Most men thrive off of that. I've met men who didn't thrive off of that. Those are not the men that I stand with today. We all know that. Y'all don't stand with them type of guys, right? You know what I'm trying to say? So when we talking about relationships, when we talking about modern women, when we talking about modern men, and I just want ladies to know what Cam Newton said did not apply to everybody.
Yep.
It did not apply to the wives who are, and listen, I want to say something too. For a lot of women who's been in 10, 20, 30-year relationship who are not married, you still are wives. You just got to get that nigga to sign that paper. You feel me? Because your position is also felt as well. I just want to put that up on there too, because there is a lot of women who holding men down and who just the paperwork is just not finalized. You know what I'm saying? But the bad bees, the tricking on a scamming as in can I get $400 for my weave? Showing your buttocks and your assets online. I'm gonna tell you right now, sweetheart. I've never heard a man in my life ever looked at a girl on Instagram and said he wanted to marry them. It's all been sexual.
I told you, yeah, that's what they're used for. The bad bee is just to sleep with. I will tell you, there's no desire for long term.
No,
at all.
Matter of fact, sometimes I see y'all on Instagram. I want to do to you what the guys in Dubai do to you. I say you don't got to fly all the way to Dubai.
Hey! I had the egg and I know how keep gonna go in. I was like, hey,
listen, you don't gotta fly to Dubai to get shitted on. You can do it here right in USA,
bro.
Listen, I'll never do that to my wife. I'll never do that to my wife. I'll never degrade my queen. But the ones who showing your assets, what left you got to show? What left you got to enjoy? If the world done seen it, little mama. If the whole Chaos Culture Radio gang seen my wife on Instagram, I say she's for the streets. I won't be able to do nothing with that. This is why a lot of people got issues with religious women, but the religious women, you can't even imagine what they look like. They all kept for their men, Muslim girls, Jewish girls, the Hebrew Israelite women. Mm-hmm. You feel I'm trying to say? There's a lot of these religious girls who keep and shit. We don't know they got a fat ass or not, and it's none of our business.
It's for their man. That's why they cover up to show for their man. Period.
Thank you. And she should be happy that ain't no nigga ain't see her but her man. Are you following me?
It's called being sacred.
Yeah. Listen, I just want to give a shout out to all the real wives out there, all the real women out there who taking care of their kids. I also want to give a shout out to my brother's wife. She's an exemplary example of a supportive. There's come a time when you see an archetype of a backbone. Don't get me wrong, my mama is too, but I'm speaking of a modern day person. You feel me? When you a woman and you support your man through the ups and downs, a man will lay his life out to you. I've seen this woman brought my brother up from the ashes and has been a backbone. You know what I mean? And we have to highlight these things because these are the women these are the women who are wives, not the bad bees. We got the crystals. We got the crystals. These are the women who are wives. A lot of y'all complaining and mad about what he said because it hit y'all in your heart. Y'all don't want to get married. You might as well say you wanted just an older son to tour around with.
Yeah.
Some of these girls are in relationship with guys that could be their sons. Hey, go over there and go wash the car. Hey, why didn't you play the bill, Johnny boy? Johnny boy, it's time for us to go have sex. Go in the room and lay down while I go wash up. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's a man she don't respect.
She's planning. She's planning everything with you. Some of these guys can't even plan dates.
Not just that, King. Sometimes they can't plan their day out. What they gonna do for the day?
Basically.
See, that's why I say everything really do start with the man. The man is the one that brings the culture. The man is the one that molds the woman. I always tell him, I said that in previous podcasts, I never budge. It's a man's job to mold the woman that he want her to be for him. That's it. If a man understand that concept, we won't have issues what we have today. But the thing is, our mind is misconstrued with the aspect of, I need these bad bitch. I need the bad bees.
You're right. Listen here. Crystal just said something in the comment. She had been with her man for 15 years until he died. Side by side.
To the end.
I listen. I haven't heard a woman done that before in a long time.
Me either. Only in the movies. And that's crazy.
But let me tell you something. This with Ronnie. Sometimes me and you go at this, but you be right sometimes. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
A lot of these guys, sometimes, you are right when you say this. And I sometimes, I try to be optimistic. I try to be optimistic, but you be right. It's a lot of men out here not fit to be in relationships.
No. Relationship is not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
Jordan, I can't kind of prove that to me. It's not for everybody, bro. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
not.
Listen,
some people don't have the mental capacity. Some people don't have the structure. Some people just don't have the wisdom.
Exactly. Yeah, that's fast. That wisdom, that's major. Keep on. You right on that.
You know what I mean? So to come to learning this, to say that we don't have a lot of real men these days, because a lot of men has deviated from their nature of calling. You feel me? And to come to back to full swing, and I want to just say, coming back to full swing to this, and we start to talk about, especially for a lot of you young ladies. Now, mind you, what Cam Newton said, I just got to reiterate that this is I got to put a clause in it. It doesn't apply to everybody. For a lot of you women who are wives, like Crystal, what you just said touched my heart. You are a wife. You are a wife. Potentially, you're going to get married again. That's just without a shadow of a doubt. If you exhibit what you said, you'll get married. There's a man who will see who will see your worth and your brightness and put a ring on it once more. You feel what I'm trying to say? And especially women who exhibit, and mind you, we notice it. We listen. Me, Ron, and Jordan talk about this all the time. A lot of women are not going to get married. A lot of women don't exhibit those attributes. You feel what I'm trying to say? And a large portion of them are bad bees. Not the real women who assets are not showing all over online.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And they're out there. They're definitely out there.
Oh wow. You know what I mean? So it's like, so as we're learning, men and women, if you're not fit to be in a relationship, if you're not fit to get married, don't seek those other people out, because you're only causing problems in there. And there's one point I do want to point out too, that we don't talk about this. You know how sometimes we always say we are who we attract? I don't believe in that. You feel me? Lots of time we attract all assortments of people in our life. It's who we allow in our life that allows to fuck stuff up. You feel me?
Good point.
That's a good point.
Think about that. Because listen here, a lot of women have met good guys they didn't find attractive or they didn't want to marry, but they went and messed with a John.
But remember, you always say Hakeem too. Most of the guys the women have are in the friend zone. That's married potential.
Yes,
those men.
I did say that. Your what? Listen, listen. For the women who are listening to me, your husband is in your friend zone. 30 years of marriage, be by your bedside, cook, clean, wash, bring the check home. He's in your friend zone.
See, they don't want to hear that part. You tell them that part, they'll shake their head and say, no, I want John.
And listen, that goes for a lot of men who have options too. Their wives are in their friend zone.
Am I
wrong?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm not talking about the Jean Baptiste and the Trons. I'm talking about the guys who have options. Their wives are in their friend zone.
Mm-hmm. And when the guys had options, they just wait and say, hey, their mindset changed once they get over and say, hey, it's time to get married. I'm gonna marry you.
And definitely, listen, there's a guy who I know from Massachusetts. I don't want to mention his name. He was a known guy. Known guy. I'm talking about dark skin like me. I envied this dude. I'm not gonna mention what city he's from. He was very known. He used to date bad. When I tell you something, he was dating baddies throughout the time I've known him. Baddies. So he did a brief stint in jail. He came out. I seen him got married. And I looked up I seen him got married and I looked at the woman who married. And I was like, whoa. I had to look twice because this wasn't what visually I used to see him. I said, I understand now. He had came to reality now. The woman listen, and this is something, women, you got to understand something. What you see a man look at is not what he married.
Preach.
What you see a man have sex with is not who he bring home to his mom.
Fact. That's true.
I look at pretty girls all the time. Those are not the women I would dare bring to my mama house.
That's real.
And when they say, we're going to see your mom's, when they say, we're going to see your mom's, I'll be like, I don't know.
Real talk. I get you real talk. That's real talk.
You see what I'm saying? So we talking some real stuff. So I'm just saying this, ladies, check your friend zone list. Men, check your friend zone list. And listen, men who have options, your wife might be a pepper. I'm going to just let that sink in for a little minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just let that sink in for a minute. Lord Jesus. I'm going to take out of church tonight. I'm going to take out of church tonight because you want to know something? I'm tired of seeing a lot of y'all women And I'm tired of seeing a lot of you men end up in rooming houses, and a lot of y'all women get scammed by these apartment buildings and the mechanics.
No, but Hakeem, you made a good point. I remember I have a homeboy. He used to tell me all the time. He used to always get women, and the women that he used to go, I never used to find like attractive, right?
Attractive, yeah.
And I always go for the bad one, and he'll always tell me like, "Yo, bro, you slipping because the best ones are not the one that's the best attractive. They're not the one that's gonna be on your bedside. They're not the one that's gonna cook and clean for you. They're not the one that's gonna check up on you. It'd be the one that you the least suspected, or the one that's gonna treat you like a king." And that's what my mind shift changed, bro. I was I don't look for the bad bitches no more.
No, you listen. At your age, a bad bee can't even come out your wife. I want a woman who knows at least how to boil some water to make me some tea.
Fact. You better say it again. Fucking real talk, Hakeem, man. You speaking
or make sure they brush their teeth daily too.
Listen. Crystal said something. I wanted to just comment. She said, "I don't agree with the cause. I'm going to attract a woman, but I'm still a good woman." Wait, hold on. Attractive, so she can be attractive and still be a good woman. Queen, listen to what we say. You could be attractive. We're talking about bad bees, Crystal. You're an attractive woman, but you're not a bad bee. There's attractive good women. But you know what I'm saying? But we're just saying what's the facts are. You know what I mean? A lot of you women on here who are attractive, but the thing about it is, have you checked your friend zones list?
But see, women get confused when they say the aspect of a beautiful woman. A woman could look good. You ever see an ugly girl? I don't know. I know you guys see it because we live in, we used to live, Jordan used to live in Miami, and we from Miami, so we see it all the time. You ever see a girl that's ugly, and all of a sudden she get her hair done, her makeup, and this and that, and she become the most beautiful person in the world? That's what we're talking about. That's why looks don't really matter.
No, it does. Listen. Woo! Oh my.
Yeah, I can't about to drop his pen.
Check this out. Listen, ladies. Listen, ladies. Men will wife down a girl who is men will overlook looks for submission.
Woo, go ahead.
I'm gonna say that. Men would overlook looks for submission.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just men would overlook looks for discernment.
Mm-hmm.
Men would overlook looks for meekness.
Mm-hmm.
Men would overlook looks for being supportive. Are you following me, queens? I'm going to teach you something today. If you want you a good husband, your husband has already been there. He crossed your path. He's never given you no type of issues. You just had a certain particular taste in men that you want. You feel what I'm trying to say? Crystal said you can be beautiful and submissive. Crystal, I understand you saying you can be beautiful and submissive, but I want to tell you something, Crystal. We're the end product users. You're a beautiful woman. We've been around a lot of beautiful women. Sometimes a percentage of them, just so you won't say, a percentage of them are not that submissive. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, I just want to get back to this. Most of the time, a man would take a woman that's lack of money, lack of resources. Sometimes you don't even have to be beautiful. You just have to have swag sometimes. I done fell in love with chicks with swagger all the time. That you ever met somebody when they walk in the room, they just walk in, it's just drip. And you know what I mean? You could look at them and you know that ain't your, like, damn. But your homie was like, damn, you looking at that? But we're talking about
Hakeem, the thing that a lot of women don't understand, the most thing that attracts a man is a woman's femininity. A woman being a woman, that's what attracts a man. There's celebrities right now. This is real life. There's celebrities right now from the Rick Ross and big name artists. They go to see dating coaches that's women to find out why they're not getting a woman that they desire.
You're right. Listen, I want to answer a question. Somebody asked me, what is a pepper?
Okay, go ahead.
Miss Jackson, beautiful Miss Jackson. I know you, gorgeous Miss Jackson. I know you for quite some time. A pepper in Southern language down here in Miami, this is particularly for this region. When we call you a pepper, we mean you're a fat girl. A bell pepper, nice and round. You know what I'm saying? You could be 190 and up. You could still be a pepper. So when I said that most men wives are pepper, it's a fact. The guy who I was talking about that was from Massachusetts, who he married, his wife was a pepper.
And sometimes the pepper be having a good with JJ sometimes.
Basically. Basically, we be overlooking. Listen, a lot of men with options overlook peppers. Listen. Hey, Jabari say, shit, get me a pepper. A pepper would be submissive to me. Jabari, a pepper would submit to you like if you was God.
Exactly.
Especially for you, Jabari, you 2% body fat. You know all peppers love them some skinny niggas.
Yeah.
You know, all
because they
peppers
gonna cook, cleave them, and they gonna make sure they gonna teach you like a man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like they know they got the quality of a woman. They know how to bring out that femininity. Most women that's bad bitches don't understand the aspect.
No, yeah. The
aspect of submission.
Yeah. So we're looking at like this, and I'm just saying, men and women just need to have an open mindset. After you hit, honestly, bro, Jordan, Ron, and I want y'all to comment on this. After 35, my niggas, does that shit really matter anymore, bro?
No, to me it don't matter. I want a woman that I could fully control. Some men be like, "What you mean fully control?" I want a woman that I can fully control and bring her into the alignment on what I'm trying to create for my future and for my legacy.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm very strong in the aspect. That's why I agree with Ken 100%. I don't think a woman should be telling a man to dictate a man what to do in a relationship. I think a woman should be quiet when a man is speaking. And I truly believe that when a woman understands that aspect of a man, she fully submit herself to that man, and her true nature truly comes out. Go ahead.
Basically, hey, Crystal said a comment. She said good night. She said, good night, guys. Good discussing this matter with y'all. Have a good night. I'm going to leave. Hold on. She said, I'm going to leave you at this thought. Okay, beautiful women can be submissive, supportive at that, okay? So I'm not saying because it doesn't depend on looks, but you guys might want to check on my page, okay? Beautiful women can be all the Christian. You would good to keep a house clean and take care and support a man. That's only part I want to leave you with. Her shoes does not have to be beautiful. She wants a wonderful people. Listen. We got another young lady in here. She say, don't be fooled. Peppers don't submit to just anyone either. Listen, Miss McFadden. Right. No, she right. I know.
She's right. She has a point.
Miss McFadden, we ain't lying. You're not lying. You're not lying. And I know and you're not lying. You're not lying, Queen. But the thing we're trying to say is she just caught me on guard. Miss McFadden just caught me on guard. Caught me on guard, man. You know how you had your thought and you about ready to go. Miss McFadden, I'm gonna tell you something. When I want to say something, and we just gonna be real. You want to know why a pepper is desired now by a lot of skinny niggas? Because a lot of men can't handle bad bees. Men would want the attributes of a pepper with a bad bee, but the pepper is the complete package for a skinny nigga that has 2% body fat. Here's the thing. Due to her disposition and her feeling not being wanted, she's going to put a lot of energy and love in the man that she cares about. Most men have never dealt that before. You feel me? So when a man gets that, she ultimately becomes the role. Listen, most peppers are wise by nature because of their disposition. They cook, clean, give you their cars. They might get you a loan. They might do this and that. And I'm not saying this. This is why I say most men who have options should look in a friend zone. Most men who have options, your wife is a pepper. You see what I'm saying?
Remember I was telling you that earlier on the aspect when I'm telling you that the woman should be giving stuff to the man to better the man, and in exchange, the man better her at the end of the day. Because look, you even say most peppers, look, they wash clean. Now that they'll give you a car, they will give you a car loan. They'll find some way to better you as a man to make you more higher than what you are. That's basically the purpose of a woman.
And listen, and I'm going to say this too. Most peppers that men get in relationship with, the peppers got more money than the dude that she's with. That's fact. That is a fact.
That's facts. That is.
They got more education. They got more education than the dude that they rocking with.
Facts.
Now, I want to say something about the baddies. Liz Jackson want to say baddies rock latches, get BBLs, smoke hookahs, and pop pills. I want to say something that's going to be very controversial. Ron has heard me say this. I don't know if my brother Jordan has heard me say this. Most bad bees can't have sex. I'm going to let that soak in your mouth.
No, not true. They want you to do all the work.
Listen, the baddest bees cannot have sex. The baddest women you see on Instagram are lackluster in bed. Because here's the thing. If you have a woman whose her main focus is her beauty, her backstroke and her mouth game is not 100%.
She's lazy.
Huh?
No, she's lazy.
Very, very lazy. You heard what happened to Batman Kevo. He had kicked his baby mama out because she said he couldn't clean. The house was dirty. She was a bad bee. She's cute. But listen here. He would have been all right if he would have went and got him a pepper. The pepper gonna keep the house clean. Shoes are fresh, clean or fresh. She's gonna get on your nerves. She's gonna have that mother figure on you. Go brush your teeth. Go wash up so we can have sex. So this is why I say brothers are doing their disposition. A lot of simp fuck Instagram models. Let's just put that out there. A lot of simps, a lot of beta males who got money for Instagram models. Real niggas who drop their nuts really only use them to play ground. They're not having babies with them. The guys who having babies with them, some of them got mental issues and stuff like that. They really, you know what I mean? Because here's the thing. When you grow up in the ghetto and everybody fiend for the pretty girl in the ghetto. You feel me? But it's an insecurity inside of yourself to think that the pretty girl that you see validates you when she's not worth not even a damn herself. Because when I was growing up, it was a bunch of pretty girls who I loved, and they all dated drug dealers. You feel me? As I'm older now, I say they weren't worth the draws that they put on. You know what I'm trying to say? Not understanding that it took me mentally to understand when I came to myself as a man. I was like, damn, I was sweating this girl. Like 9 out of 10 times, her vajayjay could have been stank too. You know what I mean? You so focused on your look, your pee might not be clean. I want y'all to sit back and think about that, people. Think about that. That's why I say you can't judge people. Judge a person by his character or how a person treats you. You know what I mean? Judge a person on how they go about treating you. They go about showing you what it is to be like with them and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We talk about this constantly, but we never actually sit down and understand why is it that we're not married. A lot of us are not married because we sabotage our own selves. Fair to say, fellas?
Yeah.
Facts.
I agree.
You know what I'm trying to say? And listen here. And this is why I say our brother Cam Newton, we love the brother, but he didn't have no place talking, though. I ain't going to sit here and lie to you. He had no place talking. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. For a nigga who didn't...
but I'm glad that he kind of did talk, because remember, he's a big name star, and he opened more of a conversation for men to have among men. To say, hey, what type of woman, this is the type of woman we're picking, and we have to do better choices to pick the right woman. That's going to benefit us in the long haul.
No, and I get that, but I also want to put the perspective on, you know what I mean, this, and you know what I mean, I want to put the perspective on this. You see the thing, it just sounds better hearing from somebody who actually doing right. Like a person like me, you, and our beloved Jordan actually really holds a lot of weight here, because he's
actually married. Yeah,
he's actually married. Ladies, hold on. Let me go look at this. Ladies. Okay, hold on. Ladies, Jordan is our married expert. He's actually married and been married for some years. He doesn't have kids out of wedlock. So
Sorry, I don't understand.
Shut up.
I found something similar.
Shut up, Google.
Do you want to know, is Jordan still married?
Listen. Oh, hold on. She say,
If you
listen.
tell me what you want, I'll do my best to help.
Hold on. Chemo McFadden said, be real. I've been a plus size woman all my life. It's quite annoying, in my opinion, that because we may not fit the mold of a bad B, that our standards are lower, or we accept your men more open arms. I know for a fact my femininity is one you say is just attractive and fulfilling to a man as the next. I think we need to drop the old mindset. That's just my 2 cents. Miss McFadden. I understand what you say. Here's the thing. I'm just being real with you. We didn't set the standards. God did. I'm just being real. Listen, sweetheart, a lot of these things came before we even came. Not a lot of men think like that. You know what I mean? I've met you before. You're very feminine, very welcoming, open arms, very intelligent, beautiful. So the thing is, the whole Pepper situation is only an issue for men with options. I'm gonna just repeat that again. It's men with options, not Jean Baptiste at Walmart. He's married to a Pepper now. Or Tron at Home Depot. Or Della Reese at Publix Warehouse. Matter of fact, Della Reese's wife drives the number 7 bus in Miami. You feel what I'm trying to say? That has nothing to do. It's only the men with options. The thing about it is, sweetheart, when it comes for a woman who want a man of means, and the problem is, y'all competing for men with money. Really, it's not an issue for other men. It's only an issue for men with options, men with money, men with power. This is when the Pepper situation starts to become an issue. Regular guys every day, Joe Schmoes, who drinking Dunkin' Donuts or chugging back a Starbucks, they're not having no issue with that. They like a little meat on their woman bones. You know, I sure definitely do. You know what I'm saying? But I know the thing, it is annoying, and it has nothing that you have done. It's just that these standards were just set here before us. And listen, some of these stuff is not even our standard. A lot of this is European standards. Black people just accepted it, and we tweaked it a little. And to be real with you, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Down south, a lot of niggas really prefer Peppers than skinny girls. Are you brothers? Am I lying about that?
No, you're telling the truth.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like Alabama, Virginia, Georgia, Like the thick girls, they win. They win hands down. They win. There's no fact about it. Guys is marrying these women.
Yeah, especially in the South, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas.
Texas and stuff like that. Yeah, it's when you start to go up north to New York, you go to California, you go to Miami, it's a different ball game. Listen, these areas I'm talking about, you're here to compete. We're talking about guys, $250,000, $2-3 million. Yes, they want Slim Jims. We talking about slap. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry, I was gonna say it's usually major cities. They have their, like I said, they have their own standard of, like I said, what I like to call it a Kardashian type of body.
Yeah, like trophy wives. That's what they want. So
usually in the major
cities.
cities.
They look good in the presentation.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, they're the same man. I do have the pepper on the side, like Hakeem said. It's a fact.
No, definitely. Listen, it's a lot of guys. It's a lot of guys who side chicks are pepper. Listen, I'm gonna make you laugh. You ready for this? Soulja Boy's having a baby with a Hispanic girl. His ex-girl was a pepper. The girl he was with for 7 years was a pepper.
Now that Hakeem, they talk about Lil Wayne. He got a Hispanic woman that's a pepper.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Race plays an issue with that one. That's just my opinion. Race did play an issue because he could have got him a black pepper though. He could have got him a black pepper. I'm gonna be honest with you. Race did play an issue with Lil Wayne because she's from here too. No offense to her, but you know what I'm saying. Like I don't think she knows how to cook no crawfish. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some arroz con pollo or some frijoles, but not no crawfish. So. You know what I'm saying? But so we just say this here, like and I'm speaking for the peppers. Sometimes peppers can be judgmental too. Peppers just don't date any kind of men. They date niggas who are 2% body fat, but they don't get the niggas with the money though. Am I wrong, fellas?
Now you speaking facts.
You know what I mean? So
there's something wrong with that. As long as y'all living a good life, y'all good.
Yeah, y'all good. Yeah, just that, you know what I mean? Your man you might be with, he's ideally physically what you want. Financially, he's not. And you can't be judgmental about that. That's why I say dig into your friend zones list. Dig into your friend zones list. Stop looking at and listen, we telling the men too. A lot of you guys who sit around here. There's a pepper in your life who's been having your side. She's waiting to move up a spot. Move her up a spot. We talking about you'll get 30 years of marriage with her. You know what I mean? Stay away from bad bees. Matter of fact, I require all men to delete Instagram. Go to your local church. You know what I'm saying? Go to your local fish fry. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. Like, so, you know, at the end of the day, man, we just want to see more people falling in love, more people getting married. You know what I'm saying? We want to promote love. We want to promote marriage, and we want the people who are being overlooked to be looked at. So that's why I say you have to look at your position and understand who really matters. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I wouldn't. And sweetheart, Miss McFadden, I want to tell you, you're highly educated. You're above a bad beat. You're above a bad beat. Just the same thing of Miss Jackson. So I wouldn't understand. You shouldn't want to be the mode of a bad beat. Not saying you are, but I understand the type of men you might like are attracted to bad bees. That shouldn't be the type of man you want. Them guys are not going to be protectors or providers. Because when he's with a bad bee, he's thinking about plunging her. You know what I'm saying? Last thing, it says, not the Black Awareness meeting. No, it's not a Black Awareness meeting, but you know, we are Black. We all Black here. And 9 out of 10 times, statistically speaking, Black men still do marry Black women at a higher rate. You know what I mean? You got a couple of us who might You might want to drink some jungle juice, but you know what I mean?
Jungle fever.
Jungle fever. But 90% of us still want us a good black woman in our life. But the black woman got to understand something. Your husband is in your friend zone. The black man got to understand too, your wife is in your friend zone and she's a pepper. Or she might be that tomboy you might be hanging with all the time. You're blowing blunts back to back with. You know what I'm saying?
And tomboys, you put her in a dress, she look real nice now.
You know, you better speak and say that again.
Basically, she was like, the boys are back in town. So that's really it, man.
Yeah, you already know, but you already know how we kick it. You gotta get any final last thoughts, man.
I don't even know.
You got any last thoughts? Because
I got some last thoughts. This is like for the women, like I said, and I talked to my wife about this Cam Newton. Like I said, when I told her about the comment he made about women need to know how to be quiet. She felt it like but she thought logically she thought, okay, why did he say that? And then she saw from one's point of view and his point of view. So she kind of wasn't upset. And what I'm trying to say is for the women, like I said, when you hear stuff like that, stop and think and see what a man is, what he means, or get a better perspective of what he's trying to say. And not just go up over your feelings. That's my final thoughts.
Okay, definitely.
No, I don't know. You ever heard the song when they say "Shh, be quiet, tonight we ride"? It is a prime example. They used to sing that song in the 90s on what you supposed to do. You're supposed to be quiet and you're supposed to ride. When Cam Newton meant when a woman should be quiet, he said, "Hey, let the man lead."
Yeah.
And another thing too. This is my final thought. I think women need to have more discussion with the man they're dating or the man they're trying to date. Like say, hey, how can I cater to you? What do you need me to do? And I think those are conversations women need to start having with the man they're trying to date or the man they're trying to have as husband. Because that's the only thing things would change around here. That's my final thoughts, Hakeem.
Listen,
I want to say something, Ronnie. When a woman says that and a man hears that, he's gonna be thinking marriage minded. That's all I'm gonna say.
Very much. Hey, we got more people coming in. It's funny. Roxy just came in.
Wait a minute, we can go to can we go to overtime?
Yeah, we can. We gonna go in overtime.
What are you saying?
We're gonna go on overtime. Listen, I want to give a shout out to It's Easy Like Sunday Morning on YouTube. I know they watching It's Easy Like Sunday Morning. Shout outs to you. So just to touch. Oh, hold on. Roxy said your support. You're supposed to attract a woman you want. You can't change people. No, listen, we're not trying to change anything. Really, you listen. I don't know. Women might think like that. Men think that we get what we can get.
Rocky said you can't change people. I disagree with her. You can change people. Prime example. If you come late to a job, how did the job change you? By holding you accountable.
Facts.
There you go.
For that, but go ahead, Hakeem.
You're right. Listen, it's hard to hold certain women accountable for certain things because you want to know why we're not allowed to speak on.
I gotta be like you. Remember, you always say you just not the woman for me.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. Case closed.
You're not the woman for me, and it's not a problem where we're not supposed to be together. The problem is certain people come into relationship wanting to change people. No, people are set in their ways. I still got the same barber from 20 years ago. I'm going to go to somebody new. You feel what I'm trying to say? So we shouldn't have to change people. Sometimes we got to understand that maybe a lot of us is not equally yoked to be together. And that's not only in the biblical sense, that's just only in just the everyday lifestyle. Do you like eating pickle juice? Do you like eating dill pickle chips with me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I like my coffee squeezed. Do you like the same thing? Sometimes it's not like that. Some people like their own certain ways of going about things. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. And for us men, you know, we're very simple. We like simple things.
No,
Exactly.
definitely.
Very simple.
Mhm.
Women are more complicated than men. Men are very simple.
Very, very
Mhm.
simple. Very, very simple. Very, very simple.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
why. That's one of the reasons why we're you know we are leaders by nature, because
Yes.
we when we think simple, you know, we just want a simple, you know, we technically just want like a simple life. We don't need to go up and beyond. You know, we know what works. That's why we like. That's why we're simple, because we know what works.
No, we did. We definitely know what works, and you know what I mean. A lot of us, we lead by example. You feel me, trying to say? We lead by
Mhm.
example. Plus, the thing is too, man. When we talk about this proverbial question that's in the air, a lot of these women, a lot of these women are not even Proverbs 31 women. Yeah, I'm going there. I'm going.
You're gonna hit a dagger.
I'm going there tonight, man. I'm going there
Yeah.
tonight. I'm going there tonight. A lot of you women are not Proverbs 31 women. Proverbs 31 is on my auntie's grave. Lord Jesus.
Mhm.
Woo!
You gotta break down the Proverbs 31 woman, because a lot of people are like, what do you mean by the Proverbs 31 woman?
You see, we're gonna take them to church today. We're gonna take them to church today.
I don't know if they're ready. I can't. Go ahead.
Listen, we're gonna take, and I know I might get cussed out later. Hold on. Listen. Compassionate, helpful, faithful, wise and kind, godly, praiseworthy. The Proverbs 31 women have seen what seemed like an endless list of expectation is an A to Z of spiritual etiquette. I'm gonna let that sink in your mind. Appear unrealistic for the mortal to accomplish, causing some women to feel inadequate. A lot of this stuff is not hard to fulfill. Purposeful, trustworthy, helpful, wise and kind, godly, praiseworthy. You know, this is also can tie into the Cam Newton thing. A lot of the bad bees are not Proverbs 31 women.
Mm-hmm.
She's not helpful. She wants you to help her instead of her helping you.
Yeah. But you know it's a crime to ask a woman for money?
Remember, Jordan, did I say that earlier in the podcast what I was saying? A woman should be give a man money without him even asking for it. She was like, here, take it.
Listen, I used to have a running joke back in the days where I say, you barely can ask a chick to buy you a pair of white tees. You know what I'm saying? Like that's $7, a pack of white tees.
Right.
Hakeem, you supposed to be in the position, you supposed to be able to lay down, wake up, and there's supposed to be clothes in your closet for you.
No, definitely. Cook meal.
Women are doing, mind you, women are doing that. They're doing that to Philippines and the Ray. I'm telling you, they buying them Jordans.
Yeah.
They buying sneakers, they buying them PS5 while the good man's going to work and the main one doing all the work.
Yeah, basically. And listen, we could even say this. The bad bees love Pookie and Ray Rays. They don't like real men. They don't like real men. Real men who want to get married. Real men whose main job is to protect, provide, and serve. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is, there's all a control factor in relationships. Where people one person wants to be right more than another. And sometimes too, I'm gonna put this point too. A lot of men can't ask for submission if they don't know how much it costs. Submission costs.
And it's
costs
okay.
It's okay. It costs to be the boss. You listen, if you want a woman on your program, what you bringing to the table? A woman, listen, a woman femininity has to be on the table, and femininity shouldn't be conditional.
And a lot of men, okay, I'm gonna give them free game. A lot of men gonna say, how can you do that? How can you get a woman to do those things? You have to break her down mentally.
Yeah.
You have to break it down mentally to get into the aspect, because a woman, the thing is, a woman being programmed to act a certain way. But if a man understand his power and his whole world of his education and his whole essence of manhood, he could break that thing inside a woman's head and she will submit totally. I promise you on that. I've seen it been proven. It's been proven so many times. I've seen it myself.
Facts.
Hakeem did it. Oops, I gotta be careful. Hakeem did it one time. You know what I'm saying? Jordan showed it to me, like, you know what I'm saying? My homeboy, you know, Jabari, like other people, they show it to me. So I know it can be done. It can be done.
No, definitely. But not only that though, we're only speaking to people who's striving for long-term relationships and to get married. A woman has to be on your program if you want to make this to have a fruitful relationship. And listen here, you'll have to get on a woman's program in a sense too. But by nature, you'll understand what woman wants. Most women will let you know what they want.
Mm-hmm.
By nature, she'll gradually tell you, hey, this is what I want, this is what I'm expecting. And you should be able to have expectations too.
And you know, again, a woman tells us every day. What a woman always say, I need a man. She always say that. I need a man. I need him. That's all she says. She keeps saying that all the time. She don't even mention money. Money come afterwards. But the first thing she always mentioned, I need a man. That's the first thing she always say. Always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How you doing?
She's giving you.
And when you get married, and once you get a man, you'll have easy. What I say is you'll be protected. You have easy protection right there. Once you got a man, you're protected.
But yeah, you listen, you're not gonna get over. Nobody's not gonna get over on you. The mechanic's not gonna get over on you. The construction guys, you feel what I'm saying? You'll be cloaked. You'll be under the program of a man. But you want to know something? Sometimes when women hear that, they think of it as a form of oppression in a sense.
Exactly.
That's the thing that I want to understand. How does that understand? Is that oppression? Roxy say if you have to break a woman down mentally, she ain't for you. Listen. A woman has to come into the position understanding what her position is in a man's life. We understand what we got to do in your life, but you can't come here feeling like we have to still provide everything. Then we have to be controlled or reared like we're one of your child. That's where the issue starts to come. A lot of men are in relationships with women who rear them like children. John, I need your check to be deposited to my account this week. John, you have a lot of men who are getting talked to like that. John, go take a shower before you get into the bedroom, and we're scheduled sex at 7 p.m.
Yep. She breaking them down. She breaking them down mentally. Facts.
Breaking them down mentally. You're just a young buck, a beta male, an emotional tampon. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You know what I mean? You can't live like that. No man don't want to live like that. Some men run away from these situations. Some men run away from these situations. And I'm asking, we could talk about it in so many different aspects. I know we're going on overtime. We're going to have to close this down soon. You know, because I'm running out of steam.
No, but we can close it down. Close it down. You answer the question.
Listen. Hey, listen, and I gotta go cook my own food.
Yeah, but you already know. But you know, we already said our final thoughts out. But you on the overtime.
No, we do.
The podcast, a lot of engagement. This is what
it did. Listen, I wish we had more time because I would have just. The next question would have been. Matter of fact, how about we do this 2 more minutes? If anybody anybody who's watching, if they got any questions, drop a question in there. We'll answer any questions you want. If it's about any, you know what I'm saying? You got a minute before we close down the podcast. Is there any questions you
we'll
want to
do
ask?
that podcast and then ask if they have any questions.
If they have any questions.
But it was an informative show. A lot of people
Good.
gave good information. You and Jordan gave, the June Jordan era gave a lot of gems. You feel me?
He did give a lot of gems.
Yeah.
That boys are growing. I'm proud of you guys. Them boys are growing big time.
Hey man, hey, we take after you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. It says it's a Jabari said it's a quotable. Get you a pepper. Hey, Roxy said somebody said get you a pepper, Hakeem. Baby girl.
Oh man. So it seems like we don't got no questions. So you
No
already know,
questions.
man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. You already know. That being said, KI Culture Radio, you guys.
We out.
Peace.
Yo.
The boys are
Peace.
back in town. They're back in